What's up, all you Kevins? I have another cool video and an amazing Foxbody. I have this couple with me, husband and wife, and they have more than one of these cars. But this one made it in this year at Ponies in the Smokies 2024 to the Elite 5. It's the top 5 cars from the outside, about 1,000 Mustangs or so, and they're picking them to bring them inside. And we wanted to get some of their information because this thing, I keep telling Matthew and Jenna, that the engine bay is the cleanest just about I've ever seen on any car, especially a Foxbody. So let's talk to them. How are you guys?
Good, how you doing?
Good, man. So congratulations on making the Elite 5. That's such an honor.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
I mean, it's one of those things where you're like, wow, there's a lot of nice cars out there.
Yeah, there a lot.
Yeah. So how long have you guys owned this car?
I got this car in March 2001. I was 19 years old.
So a while.
Yep. And I hated the color when I bought it.
Hated the Calypso when you bought it.
Yeah, but
you love it.
It was a super clean car, black interior, and I wanted to take it apart and paint it red. And I just started as a painter's helper. And then I went to my very first car show in May at Ocean City.
Yeah.
And I won a trophy right away with the car, bone stock. And I was like, and people loved the color. I was like, all right.
So I have an 87 scarlet red convertible.
And it's beautiful. I've seen that as well. She brought it to multiple cars. I actually really like that the two of you both bring your Foxes and you go to shows together.
Oh yeah, we love it, and we want to see more couples out there doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us about this engine bay, right? Because that's one of the features of this car, really.
Oh, yeah, it had rust in the frame rails, and I took it apart in November of '09 to fix the rust.
Yeah.
And then it kind of sat for years untouched, and I finally decided I wanted to get it done for our wedding. My brother and I actually built this car in 3 weeks for our wedding, to unveil the car at our wedding.
Really?
Yep.
No, I didn't know it was unveiled at your wedding.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Yeah, I picked teal and I want it black, and he's like, that's my car color. And I'm like, yeah, so it actually motivated him to get it done.
I painted the wine bottles for the deck. We took wine bottles and I painted them teal.
Really?
For the tables, and I used the exact Calypso paint to paint the wine bottles, and that is what clicked in my head that day. I was like, I have to have this car done for the wedding. So it was a painted empty shell, sitting in my garage on jack stands, and we built it in 3 weeks, working full time. That was nights and weekends only.
It's a testament to what you can do if you have a deadline.
Yep.
Yes.
Right?
It was overnighting parts like crazy, and
yeah, and it made it. I just told him, wait till the end of the wedding, and then everybody can come out, and we got cool pictures with everybody around it when he unveiled it.
That's a really special story.
Yeah,
so this car's probably not going to be sold anymore.
Never.
Oh, no.
Never.
So obviously it's not a regular 302. Like this is a swap, right?
Yeah.
So what's this come out of?
Gen 2 F-150 engine.
Okay.
Mustang cams, all the Ford racing timing components, billet cranky and all that, and then I just added the Whipple.
Yeah.
So
No, it looks great.
Gen 5 Whipple.
It looks amazing. Like it added to the overall appearance, and of course, your foot's a little bit happier now.
Oh yeah, it's a lot more fun to drive. I mean, from day one, I wanted the Whipple. I had modified the strut bar to fit a Whipple.
Yeah. And
I was glad, and I did that without having a Whipple. I just, I had got measurements and all, so it's close, but it all works.
No, that's absolutely fantastic. And so, of course, you've got to add the suspension and braking to go with it.
Oh yeah,
kind of thing
yep. It's got 03.
So, what do you got to do in that?
03 Cobra brakes.
Okay.
All Maximum Motorsports suspension on it.
Nice, very cool. And I love the shaved engine bay and everything you've done here. It's really clean. I always tell people, and I know you've got tons of compliments on the car, but it is probably one of the nicest engine bays anywhere on a Foxbody. Like it's just super clean. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And obviously being like a paint and body guy, it's got a little bit of a head up on a lot of us.
Yeah.
So you can do it yourself and you know what you're doing. That's a good deal.
But I learned how to weld doing this car. I had never welded before. When this project started, I was trying to find somebody to weld it for me.
Help you.
And the guy that I had originally got fired from the shop, so I ended up just getting a welder and learning myself.
How to do it
and
yourself.
trial and error.
Yeah.
Until I got it.
Guys, I mean, look, anybody can do it. He had all those skills. We taught himself to weld. It's given me a little bit of motivation. I love woodworking. I do a lot of other stuff with cars, but I've never jumped into the welding either. And it's something in this last week or so, doing a lot of other stuff on my car I've wanted to do. So you telling me that gives me a little more motivation to go and get a welder and just try it.
It's fun now. I enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah. So what kind of power? I noticed you had a dyno sheet, I think, in the trunk. What kind of power are you making now? Have you dynoed it with a new Whipple?
Yes, it was just dynoed at Revolution Automotive in Rosedale, Maryland. I told him to keep it around 650, so he came back with 645. I said I wanted to keep it conservative.
Yeah.
Until I didn't want to take the chance of wrecking it. I mean, cutting loose in third gear.
That's right.
So
and it's still
it's just a street car. Oh yeah.
That's fun. These little
It literally
lightweight
just
cars.
came back from the tuner on Thursday, and we were leaving Saturday to come to this show.
Yep.
Gotta
So-
love that.
So he literally tested it down here, and then we did the tail of the dragon. Then he took it down the drag strip.
Man, this
I
is such
followed
a
in
fun
my
show.
convertible. He was a little bit ahead, but I still was keeping up.
Hey, well, thank you guys so much for doing the video. I appreciate it.
thank
And obviously
you.
the car is amazing. Every time I see it, I'm like, wow, that thing's so clean. Just makes me want to ramp it up a little bit more. So again, that's kind of, I think, how we all do. We keep
Yeah.
seeing other touches that each of us do, and it just
Yeah.
keeps us all motivated, keeping going a little bit more. That's why we say, what, they're never done, right?
Oh no, I still want to do wheels, custom interior. There's a lot I still want to do.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Roll
Awesome.
cage.
Yeah, roll cage is coming next.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
'Cause-
That's one of my thoughts too. I'm 639 horsepower to the tires.
Yeah.
I'm like, very similar setup, but a push rod. But it's like, yeah, it just feels like, yeah, I need it.
'Cause I told her, I said, I think I'm ready to step it up 700, 750 range. Like, even after 300 miles of driving,
Right.
I want more.
It's quick. Well, very cool. Hey, thanks again. Hope you guys are still watching. Subscribe,
guys.
like, and make sure you check these
Subscribe.
guys out.
Thanks a lot.